BJP swept the state of Uttarakhand in the recently concluded assembly polls, and now Dhami has been retained as the chief minister despite losing his assembly seat. So how is it going to affect the fate of Uttarakhand? Hi and welcome to TFI English, the national socio-political analysis arm of the TFI media group. I'm your host Tanya, and in this video I'll tell you why Pushkar Dhami's retention will change the retention of Uttarakhand. Despite the exit polls suggesting otherwise, the Bharatiya Janata Party secured a second consecutive term in the state of Uttarakhand. The state of Uttarakhand has witnessed the BJP and Congress coming to power every alternate election since the formation of the state. But the BJP has set a record to sweep the hill state yet again. However, the major concern for the party was who will be the chief minister of Uttarakhand. The speculations on various names for chief ministerial post of Uttarakhand had set the political corridors abuzz. Marking a full stop to these speculations, BJP has stepped in with the decision to retain Pushkar Singh Dhami as the CM of Uttarakhand. The BJP announced on Monday that Pushkar Singh Dhami will continue as the Chief Minister of Uttarakhand. After being elected as the leader of Uttarakhand BJP Legislative Party on Monday, Dhami said, "We will fulfill all the commitments that we made to people ahead of the polls. The Uniform Civil Code is an important one among them and we will fulfill it too." Pushkar Singh Dhami's name for the Chief Minister came as a surprise to many, as the 46 years old has lost the February election from Khatima, which he had won in previous assembly elections. Why Dhami, despite losing from his seat, has been chosen as CM? Well, the party seems to have given him a second chance for many reasons. First, the length and breadth of his work as the CM after he replaced Trivendra Singh Rawat last year made the party believe in his leadership skills. Second, the party, despite having many faces in the race for chief minister's post, did not have a better option than Dhami. Third, Dhami is a youth leader unlike others in the race to become chief minister, which makes him suitable for the cabinet. For those unversed, Dhami, a Thakur leader sworn in as the chief minister last year when Trivendra Singh Rawat was removed from the position. He is a former president of the BJP youth wing and thus enjoys cordial relations with the young cadres. Dhami played a key role to keep an eye on anti-incumbency. Uttarakhand is losing its basic structure as Devbhoomi. Earlier, as reported by TFI, districts of Udham Singh Nagar, Champawat and Pithoragarh in the Kumaon region bordering Nepal are facing rapid demographic changes. Due to the encroachment, communal harmony is severely disturbed in a few areas. As of now, every religion has its own personal law and thus it becomes mandatory to implement UCC in the state. Here comes the necessity of Dhami as the CM. While the centre has remained rather dormant on the issue, it is Dhami who had announced before the election that if re-elected, a committee to draft UCC will be constituted. He had stated, "Soon after our oath-taking ceremony, the upcoming BJP government will form a committee of those with knowledge of the legal system, retired employees, prominent people from society and other stakeholders. This committee will prepare a draft of the Uniform Civil Code for the people of Uttarakhand. This UCC will be equal laws on subjects like marriage, divorce, land, property and inheritance for people of all religions." Dhami, in his last tenure as the CM, worked hard to remove traces of anti-incumbency factor and to ensure a developing atmosphere in the hill state. In a statement, he had informed, "I have asked all departments to prepare and present a roadmap for the next 10 years so that we can start working on them right away. The state has already been battered by a series of natural disasters and we are fully focused on development without losing time." He also ensured easier policies for filmmakers aiming at pleasurable experience of filmmaking in his picturesque state. Moreover, he had also worked to curb the problems of land jihad, changing demography and other infrastructure issues. Witnessing Dhami's last tenure as the chief minister, it is quite evident that under his leadership, Uttarakhand will continue to develop and will rightfully fight with the menace of land jihad and disrupted communal harmony with the implementation of UCC.